In small-town Deer Creek, Oklahoma, there is a man who has overcome peaks and valleys.
I pretty much grew up on two wheels. Then it just escalated from there. I got something with three wheels and then four wheels. Ever since I can remember, I've been riding bicycle or dirt bike.
Little did Jake know, one ride would change his life forever.
So August 29th, 2009, a whole group of us took a RV up to Little Sahara to go riding all day at the sand dunes. And we rode all day. I was on a four-wheeler, and then we went out for the last ride of the day to go watch the sunset on one of the dunes. And I didn't make it all the way. I ended up getting split off from the group, and that is where my accident occurred. So that day after the wreck, I got meta-flighted back to OU, where I was in ICU for 10 days. I think it was on the third day they did spinal fusion. I had a T3 burst fracture and sustained a spinal cord injury. I broke 5 vertebrae, 11 ribs, my sternum, broke collarbone, and then had spinal fusion from T1 to T5. Then went from there to an inpatient rehab facility, and I was there for 30 days until I got sent home and moved back with my folks. I think it was about 3 months after I got sent back home that we fixed my four-wheeler and got back on it and started riding again.
Jake has been a good friend of mine for a very long time. Although he's been dealt a different hand of cards, he never ceases to amaze me. He never quits, and he has a ton of resilience, and that's why I'm proud to call him my best friend.
It was really nerve-wracking at first, took a little getting used to. Then it just was second nature again, just having to figure out how to balance and start everything again from not being able to use my legs. The business I'm in now, I sell snow.
Jake's customers see him as more than just a local snow cone man.
Jake is a hard worker, and he's funny, and he is nice, and he makes the best snow cones ever.
We're 6 years later, and we put out a second stand in another town. So just one right after another. Same group of friends that I wrecked with in 2009. Went back to the sand dunes again, so they invited me and I tagged along. This time not on a four-wheeler, but a side-by-side, which was a lot more comfortable for me. Got back out on the same dunes where I wrecked, got to see the area where I wrecked, and spent the whole day out there. Just a unique experience, being that it was the second time that I've been on the dunes. First time I wrecked, second time to go back to see where I was. It was a total life-changing experience. Have to learn to do everything from a sitting position. Now I just bring my chair everywhere I go, so I always have somewhere to sit. I do most everything that I used to, just a little differently now. Still drive, still ride, still work, just a little altered. If you can put your mind to it, you can do it. And my biggest deal is I take God's word over man's word. But it's one of those things, if you want to do it, figure out a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, which everyone says, but there truly is.